working flexibly at home is brilliant from lots of point of view. There's no commute. I can stay in my pajamas all day. But finding a comfortable spot to work can just really mean my neck starts to hurt, my back and my hips, because I'm just never in quite the right spot. Do you know what I mean? Even sitting at a table or a desk can still mean that you're crunching your shoulders over, especially if you're feeling a little stressed out with deadlines or a lot of work to get doing, or you're looking at a phone and your neck is craning forward, tap, tap, shoulders are hunched. So let's just take a few minutes to unravel the shoulders and the neck. Start by just standing up and lifting the shoulders up towards your ears, palms facing towards your thighs. Start to turn your palms outwards as you lift your chest and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Turn the shoulders back inwards, turning the palms all the way out, and then turn back inwards. As you turn the palms inwards, turning your little fingers towards the front, try to really squeeze the space between your shoulder blades. It would just take that 3 or 4 times, little gentle movements. Good. And then imagine that you're wearing a suspender belt and your braces, you're wearing braces, and imagine that you're going to hook your thumbs into the braces and you're going to lift up through the top of the chest. So you're lifting through the thoracic spine, the middle of your spine, lifting up, squeeze the glutes to protect the lower back. As you squeeze your elbows back, lifting up. And maybe if you want to, you could look back, keep taking the head back. Good. And come back and take another round, lifting up. And back, one more time. And coming back down. Let's add in some targeted movement for the chest. So start by taking the hands back as though you wanted to touch your hands together, but without actually making them touch. So squeeze back as much as you can. Lift the chest. Again, imagining those braces that you're plugging into. Lift up the chest and then clasp your hands behind you. Point the index finger away. Lift the heart. Take a forward fold. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. And lift the hands away from your back. And even if they only come a little bit away, that's still going to start helping. Start to send your hands further back and lift it up. The more you allow that to happen, the more that you can bring the arms forwards. And from here, start to rock the arms from side to side. Just to open through the shoulders. And coming up, come to bring your hands into a cactus shape. And bring your hands into cactus shape and squeeze them back. Now take the hands back behind the elbows. And coming forwards and back. And come forwards and back. We're going to use the wall, bringing your hand into the cactus. So just on one side, let's start with the left side. So bring the left hand onto the wall. My elbow is at shoulder height. And then I'm going to press my left hip into the wall, and I'm going to start to turn away, keeping my left hip connected, the outside of my left hip connected. My left shoulder is still pressed into the wall. From here, I can play with the space, with the positioning of my elbow by bringing the elbow down. How does that feel? Or the elbow up. Ooh, that gives me that little bit more stretch that I need in my body today. And then switch to the opposite side. So turning, again keeping the hip pressed against the wall to have an opening through the shoulder. And you can change the height depending on what you need. Let's come to use the table to help us out to open the shoulders even more. Come to bring your hands onto the table, stepping back so that you can make a right angle with your body. Start to sink down, allowing the shoulders to move towards the floor. So you're doing a downward facing dog using the table. If you want to add a little bit more juice to this, you bring yourself onto your knees and sink down even further. Letting the shoulders open and space through the thoracic spine. We can also grab a prop to help us out. So take hold of maybe a scarf or a belt or a tie or a piece of clothing, And you're going to bring your arms up to shoulder height, hands on the scarf, and maybe open, or the strap, and open the hands out a little bit wider than shoulder width. You need to play with this according to the level of shoulder rotation that you're able to do. So you're going to take the arms all the way back and all the way forwards, and all the way back and all the way forwards. And you can do this seated or standing, but you're going to start to take it to the back, closing the gap, and then leaning forwards, rock from side to side. I like to do this standing up because it also gives a bit of a lower back release as well. So folding forwards and rocking from side to side. And then come back up, lift the chest. And then get it back to whatever you were doing. Bonus points if you're on your sofa and you decide to use the sofa arm for some extra stretching.